In my opinion, गाने दो किस्म के होते हैं, अच्छे गाने और बकवास. But I grew up on a lot of heavy metal. I grew up on hard rock. But if I go even further back, I grew up on ABBA and Boney M.
Tell me कि 80s और 90s से obviously music इतना ज़्यादा evolve हो चुका है. According to you, what is that one genre for you especially जो आप कभी सुन करके बोर नहीं होते and you see yourself going back to it over and over again?
मैं actually genre agnostic हूँ. मतलब मैं किसी एक genre को नहीं सुनता हूँ. I play electronic music as you know. और electronic music में ये एक बहुत interesting point है कि वो अपने आप को खा के, I'm saying this badly in Hindi, electronic music can cannibalize itself. It can always be reinvented from itself, from its base notes. So you see so many remixes of older songs that come out. Some of them are absolute rubbish. Some of them are horrible. But some of them are marvelous reinterpretations of older music. And it's a way of presenting classic tunes on classic melodies to a newer audience. Much like what I'm doing in the Van Gogh exhibition as well. Very few people want to walk into museums. But if you can reimagine art and present it to a younger generation in a completely different way, then suddenly you have an entire generation that responds to art, responds to culture, responds to music, right? So electronic music cannibalizes. It reinvents itself. Personally, at home, my wife and I love listening to what we call easy alternative music. It's music without lots of repetitive beats. That's what we play. And, you know, as someone who's a fan of music, I always love listening to music that I would never play myself. But I grew up on a lot of heavy metal. I grew up on hard rock. But if I go even further back, I grew up on ABBA and Boney M. So I've got lots of different cultural influences. And I grew up in Agra, which means Bollywood music was always around the corner. The music from Sholay, the music from all the classic movies that we've loved so much, those were always on the radio around me all the time.
Right. Since you mentioned remixes, are you a fan of remixes, Bollywood songs specifically?
If a song is produced well, regardless of whether it's a remix or an original composition, then it's produced well. In my opinion, गाने दो किस्म के होते हैं, अच्छे गाने और बकवास. That goes with Bollywood music as well. That goes with remixes as well. There are great remixes that you listen to and go, wow, what a great reimagination of this song. And there are songs where you go like, यार इस पे तो सिर्फ 4 beat डाल दिए, छाप दिए इसके ऊपर. Why have they done this to this beautiful song? Right? So you can mess up all kinds of music and you can make beautiful music out of all kinds of music as well.
That's true. Do you recall any song, any remix song that you like recent times?
Recently, no. But, you know, I acted in a film called Shaitan. And Shaitan, there was this shootout sequence. No. I have to remember the name now. It was...
because my...
Khoya Khoya Chand.
Oh, yes.
Khoya Khoya Chand, I think Mike McCleary, also known as the bartender, I think he reimagined that song. It was a beautiful reinterpretation of that song. And the way Vijay Nambiar conceptualized that in his head and shot it for that movie sequence was spectacular.